Joining me is former federal Labor MP Michael Danby, who was chair of the Joint Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs, Defence and Trade, and of course quite active in Jewish politics as well. Michael, great to see you again. Look, we've got anti-Israel terrorist groups listed here. Now we've got a PKK supporting that terrorist group here as well. Boy, have we imported some trouble.
Well, what you understand, Andrew, is, and what the government apparently doesn't understand, that this is escalating. If you let things happen like on the steps of the Sydney Opera House and all of the incidents in between, if you let a group of horrible people prevent children watching the Christmas windows because they want to chant their mad views on the Middle East, then and police say, oh, we don't understand if this is all connected. It's connected. There needs to be some arrests. There needs to be some action. And if the PKK is involved, it just shows you that even terrorist groups or people associated with terrorist groups in Australia feel unleashed by the inactivity of the authorities of the state. Why isn't the police minister in New South Wales down there today consoling the local residents, the people who've had property and cars damaged or burnt? People need to be more active. You don't have to do things like the doxing laws, which are, thank heavens, one prosecution has been finally made. You have to show people some political leadership, which has been sorely lacking. Now, Chris Minns has put out a very strong statement, but I, like you, am worried that we've encouraged Hamas, Hezbollah, and now the PKK to think that they've got a free run in our cities because...
hang on. Now the PKK, you say, I mean, I totally agree with you what you're saying. Totally agree. One encourages the other. Suddenly everyone wants to be part of an ethnic tribal group and flaunt their muscles. But don't forget, you and I, one of the first things we were busy with together, and this is, I can't remember how long ago, 30 years ago, was when some of your Labor colleagues were in fact encouraging the PKK and going to PKK events here in Australia. This has been going on for a long time, and I just wonder how it is that the Labor Party has got this terrible record of encouraging that sort of divisiveness, that sort of toxic ethnic politics.
Well, it's wrong. People need to be consistent, and you need to be opposed to terrorist groups like the PKK, whether you like the Erdogan government or not in Turkey. And I know you and I certainly have our great doubts about the Turkish government, but that's not the issue. The issue is you need to be consistent. There's no room for violence in Australia. Groups that use political violence to achieve their ends, like these vandalism, graffiti, sub-terrorist attacks, burning cars in Woollahra last night, need to be treated consistently by the police. And I really think, as I said in almost the first day on this station after October the 9th Opera House scenes, the police are too weak and woke. The leadership in both Victoria and New South Wales needs to tell the police commissioners, you have to arrest people. You have to stop people harassing children outside the Myers windows. You have to find the people who burned these cars.
Well,
How terrified were those children, Andrew?
That, people are going to say, Michael, that this is exaggerating, but I think we do need to draw a line here. This is an attack that was designed to spread terror, right? And it would have. All those cars vandalised, one set on fire. Call it a terrorism attack. Call it a terrorism attack and treat the perpetrators like that. You might call them just vandals, treat it as terrorism. And I think we need to be much firmer about this and draw people together by ostracising those who seek to divide.
And the Jewish community commends you, Andrew, on your expose of Media Watch last night. What would the Dutch King and Prime Minister know compared to Paul Barry about whether there's a pogrom in the streets
Paul Barry knows it all.
This is encouraging.
Paul Barry knows even better than the Dutch King who apologised.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly.
Paul Barry is God. Thank God is gone. Michael Danby, thank you so much for your time.